Hey there, everybody. It's Chase Swift, and I appreciate you joining me. I'm doing this live, first on YouTube, and also into my Facebook group for my Meta Moguls team members. Now, this video is a Meta Moguls review and how to be successful with Meta Moguls. And I joined very early on. In fact, I think I was number 8 of all the people that have joined. I was number 8. That's because the person that I'm referred to or sponsored by is the man that has done most of the presentations for the company, John Kinnear. You'll see him in the upper right. He has been doing a number of the initial introductions, presentations of MetaMoguls. He's a wonderful, incredibly gifted networker with lots of experience, and he helps people understand the power of leverage. And the power of leverage is being able to do more than you can by yourself. So, in the case of income, leverage means you can earn more than just what you can do yourself. So, he is my sponsor. And the cool thing is, as people join my team, we're naturally able to get help from John Kinnear, get my help as well. So that's a huge benefit. So the mindset behind this is it's actually hard, not hard, but it might be challenging to think, is MetaMogul going to be significant? What is this all about? And all these things. So for me, I've had to do a little more research, and there are two great resources that you have access to. And I'm going to go through those so that you can be confident and secure and just really excited because there's such evidence of the metaverse and how it's going to be coming. Now, as I share right now, I'm on YouTube, and you'll be able to do the same thing that I'm about to do because I want you to be educated. I want my team to be educated. I want new prospective members to be educated. Okay, so you'll go to your browser and you'll type in on YouTube Meta, just META. Meta is the name of Facebook now. So just to find their YouTube channel, just type Meta and it'll take you to the best results. Now, in this case, there's MetaQuest is not Meta. Meta, this third video here with Mark Zuckerberg standing here. I'll see if I can zoom in. Actually, there's some previous videos I was watching, so let me get rid of that. This is Mark Zuckerberg here, and the video is the metaverse and how we'll build it together. This is Connect 2021. It's a year ago, and I'm recording this video in September of 2023. So this was a video done years ago, okay, or a year ago. So I want you to find that video. So I'll just click on it, and I have it muted. And Mark is explaining, and he's actually in a virtual reality right now. Earlier in the video, he's just in his living room or speaking in real life. His whole presentation is what the metaverse is. So let me just speed it up a little bit here. He talks about how it's bigger than probably any of us can imagine. Okay. Now, I don't have the audio on here, but you can listen to this, and I think it will really help and help you learn, help you experience how big this is. And we're so early, and Mark is obviously a very well-known CEO of Facebook, and his vision, his company is going to make this happen. So if someone says, well, I'm not really sure about the metaverse, you're looking at Mark Zuckerberg, and he's as emphatic as I am. Okay. So he talks about early on one of the important things, and that is the need. You're going to have this environment, like in your home or at work, and it's going to be created virtually. It's going to be created by computers, and you need what's called an avatar. That is one of the first things that we purchase within Meta Moguls is an avatar. Here it is. Okay, let me just pause that. So Mark has an avatar that looks very much like himself. So he probably hired somebody on his staff to create that. Within Meta Moguls, we'll buy an avatar that's not exactly like us, but it's the key. It's the beginning of getting into the metaverse. And that's why this video helped me understand that. Okay, so buying a avatar, which is also called an NFT, non-fungible token, which doesn't help many of you, I know, but it's a digital asset, much like Mark Zuckerberg's digital asset right there, that avatar. He can change it, he can modify it, and all these things, and he becomes Mark Zuckerberg in a metaverse situation. So it's going to be potentially it's going to be what we're going to be experiencing very soon. Okay. So this video, pretty entertaining. I want you to look that up. I want you to experience that. Okay. Because it's a pretty profound experience. Okay. I'm going to pause that. I'll come back to just speaking on camera. So, number one, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook CEO, which is now called Meta for the Metaverse, is a very significant and reputable source for how verifiable and how immense and how amazing the metaverse will be. The other source is Apple. I love Apple stuff. I have a Mac. I have a, iWatch. I have an iPhone. All these great things. So for me, seeing Apple announce their latest project, now let me get that ready so I can show you that, was exciting, and it reconfirmed again how big the metaverse is going to be. So let me show you that. So now I'm on the Apple website. And they have products, computers, phones, all that good stuff. But what's new, and what you may not have understood or missed, is Vision. You can see the menu right at the top, Vision. Okay, this is their Vision Pro. Looks like some ski goggles, and this is what's going to be on your face. It's great because you can see through it. A lot of VR headsets, virtual reality headsets, the way you would get into the metaverse is with goggles you can't see through. You can see through them, which is kind of cool. Okay, so this is Apple's high-end, quality-based metaverse headset. Okay, and it's it's basically a computer on your face. So there's no screen, no keyboard, no mouse. All of you that have learned, some of you in the older 60s, 70s, and 80s, whatever, you never got computers, and I get it. They're devices that just weren't natural to you. This will be something you can literally take on and off and go, oh my gosh, I like this, and you'll just flip. I mean, you can just do that almost. I haven't seen one of these, but it's going to be that easy. And it's not going to be complicated. So the metaverse, things of what Mark Zuckerberg has told us about. Okay, I can just hit play. This is coming. This is still a ways away, but it is coming like a freight train. You can't stop it. And then Apple is going to have this device called Vision Pro, and it's going to be spectacular. And it's going to be spatial computing, which means you're in a virtual space, and you're going to have a computer right in front of your eyes. I know it's mind-blowing, but it helps me understand what I'm getting involved with. This is going to be enormous. Like everybody has an iPhone or a smartphone, they're going to have these VR goggles. Eventually, they'll get to glasses. All right, very sophisticated glasses. That's what's predicted. So this is big, and I want to give you this understanding. Now, look at this woman. She's just looking with her eyes, and she'll use her finger down below and just move web pages and look at programs. This is a computer on your face. She's doing work. She's, looking at the internet. It's right in front of her on her face. All these things are happening. She doesn't have a mouse. She doesn't have a keyboard. She'll speak and look with her eyes. This is why it's going to be enormously, everyone's going to be doing this because there's no technical skills, whether you're young or old or in between, it's going to be huge. So this gives me more excitement for what the venture that I've started with this project, M3TA Moguls, and everything that's happening. This is huge. And it's not just a few people, it's going to be literally everyone. So there it is. You navigate by using your eyes, your hands, and your voice. No mouse, no keyboard. The screen will be coming up right in front of you, right in front of your eyes. Truly amazing. Okay. These are the two things Mark Zuckerberg in this video, which I highly recommend you watch. And then Apple, these are giant companies, very sophisticated companies that are preparing in a big way. And this is going to be enormously popular. Okay. So there's a lot, on the Apple website. That's it. That's the computer you're going to have. For now, it'll be kind of like a ski goggle type thing. There's some dials to do certain things and whatever. And then Mark Zuckerberg talking about so many ways that we can work, enjoy, connect, do things that, they're flying around in a room. That's going to be an experience you can't miss it. You're not going to miss it. You're going to want to be a part of this. Okay. So let me come back to my main screen here. I'm doing this live. Okay. So those are two big events or things that are happening. Facebook and Meta, Mark Zuckerberg and Apple. Those are two forces that are showing the average person like me that didn't know about the metaverse what is coming. Okay. Now, M3TA Moguls, if I describe the metaverse, which Mark Zuckerberg has a hard time, he can't show you it. He talks about it, kind of conceptually. Apple does too, although their computer will run, so you can run a computer that basically is the Apple Vision Pro on your face. You'll be running a computer and it's just looking at your eyes and whatever your eyes do, and you can control it with just hand gestures and your voice and wherever you're looking. That's going to be the easiest computer you've ever operated before. And it's going to be an experience that you watch a video. Down the road, we get into an immersive environment like what you saw with Mark Zuckerberg flying around, doing all these interesting things. It's going to be life-changing. And not just entertainment, but educational. Okay. So this has given me a picture, and I think it'll give you a picture of this enormous transformation of technology called the metaverse, how it's going to just change your life. And once you have an experience with a VR, a virtual reality headset, you'll just go, oh my goodness, you'll want it on because it's so easy. And what you're going to have so many varied experiences. We're going to learn a lot. And that brings me to why I got involved with Meta Moguls. Is because they are looking for two things right now. They're looking for happy customers. I'm helping them in that. I'm a happy customer, and I'm getting more happy customers that are wanting to be involved with the metaverse. So, Meta Moguls, their tagline is the metaverse for entrepreneurs. Now, an entrepreneur could mean, you're slaving away, you're breaking down barriers and working really hard. No, not at all. That's an entrepreneur. This in this way is just someone who sees a little bit of the future, kind of like what I showed you with Mark Zuckerberg and Apple Computer, and putting that together and go, wait a second, there is something really significant here, Chase. You're right. I am right. And to be able to be a part of the Meta Moguls metasphere. I'll call it a sphere, kind of like a planet or an organization of a network. Now, the entire metaverse is enormous. It's going to cover far more than what one company or one project can do. But this project is paying us. So I'm a happy customer. When I joined MetaMoguls, I bought an avatar, just like what Mark Zuckerberg explained. An avatar is a digital representation of me in a digital computer world. So I can be there. I can have a virtual reality. I can have a computer simulated reality. I can be in this environment. I can see other people that have avatars and be at just so many things. And I'll cover other videos down the road, and you can look at YouTube and the Meta channel, and we'll cover more things because there's so many examples of what you can do. And you get this headset on or glasses or whatever down the road, it's going to be mind bending how simple. You just put on these glasses or put on this headset, and the world is just transformed in front of you. And that's going to be exciting. But with Meta Moguls, we're starting to get an avatar so we can have a digital representation of us in the metaverse, even though it's not quite there yet. We're way ahead of the game. But as I bring people in that want to capitalize on the huge metaverse, it's trillions and trillions of dollars in just the next few years. It's not far away. It's Apple and Facebook are just pouring billions. That Apple Vision, that took a lot of research, a lot of investment, and they're launching it in the first quarter of 2024. That's just 3 or 4 months away, maybe 5 or 6 months at the most. So huge investment. I think that gives you a tangible something that you can lock onto that this is real. And now when you pull in the tagline, the metaverse for entrepreneurs, people that see that vision. I'm doing this video for my team and for new prospects that they need to grasp. I mean, talk about metaverse, yeah, blah, blah, blah. They need to see something. So a YouTube channel and Apple combined, and there'll be other examples too. But those two, that's pretty well it. After that, you're like, okay, I see that. So with Meta Moguls, there's a project, a company you can join, and you are going to earn while you learn. You're going to earn a lot of money, potentially. There's no guarantee, but there are a lot of people that when you share this video or others like that I will do, or share people to go to the Meta YouTube channel and watch Mark Zuckerberg and all the other videos that they're doing and see what Apple's doing, and a device that you run just by putting it on your face and looking and moving your fingers or talking to it. It's going to be truly amazing. So I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy customer too of MetaMoguls because I have my avatar. That's the first purchase. It's $300. There's some fees involved. I understand, you know. So that's my introduction into the metaverse. As Mark Zuckerberg said, I need to have a avatar, and it makes sense. And it's a $300 purchase. Now, there are avatars that you will learn about in the presentation that my friend John Kinnear does. You will learn that there are other avatars that have been released or produced or given away. Actually, they were given away. And in this presentation, you learn that this company, MetaMoguls, did this over a year ago. They created 4,444 avatars. They're also called NFTs, non fungible tokens. Many of you don't know what that means, but it's a digital costume or a digital asset that somebody owns. They were given away. They were all of them, 4,000 of them were taken and given for free, but owned by people literally within minutes. They were given away. And then sometime later, I don't know, probably upwards of a year at most or something like that, there were people that were selling these digital assets. It's like a physical asset that it's digital, and they were selling for upwards of 1 ETH, which is an Ethereum, which is a digital currency, and some of them were half an ETH, ETH. ETH is a short abbreviation for Ethereum. So half an ETH, 3/4 of an ETH, a full ETH. Today, if you go onto Google and type the price of an Ethereum or ETH, it's around $1,600. Okay. Let me just do that real quick. Let's just a new tab. We'll go to Google. And so let's do price. You can do this too of ETH. Okay, there it is, Ethereum. You can see it's about $1,600. So this, and you can see it's been pretty stable, a little up and down. But we're talking these NFTs, these avatars that were produced by MetaMoguls, given away, and then later sold. They were very valuable, up to $1,600, one Ethereum, and they were sold for up to 1 ETH. So now listen and learn. I mean, you're getting an avatar for $300. Now I see that as a huge, and these are actually better. They're more highly technical, and they're really cool looking. And by the way, I have mine on my phone, so it's really cool. This is just an image, but you would actually get, and when the metaverse is here, we'll be able to, apply this to ourselves and be in the metaverse. It's the first step. So these avatars, that the first series were upwards of $1,600 or maybe even $800, even half the price. That is valuable. And so when I look at joining this for $300, it's a steal. It's just an absolute great deal. For me, I really do. I see that now. Mark Zuckerberg's video, all this Apple computer stuff, and it's coming together. And I'm like, my gosh, that's a huge benefit. So it's not an outrageous starting price. And Mark Zuckerberg back in that video teaches, you'll probably have an avatar for work, an avatar for play, maybe a fun avatar that is a cartoon or totally just a random, kind of like a Star Wars creature or something like that. Who knows? So you can have fun and work and play and casual avatars. You can have multiple of them. Within MetaMoguls, we're actually buying, first is a one-time purchase. And as we share this with other people, that They're going to see this like I do. Oh my gosh, the metaverse is huge. It's coming. We can get situated into this little metasphere, this metaverse with meta moguls and this network of people that are like-minded. They're savvy. They see the potential. They're not necessarily technical people, but they can see the potential where this is going. They're like, I want to join. I want to join. I want to join. And I can build a network. You can too. Of people that didn't maybe get involved on the cell phones and invest in Apple or whatever, but they see this trend where it's multiple trillions of dollars, so it's huge. And with Meta Moguls, we can be part of that and make money as we learn about the metaverse. So that's really cool. So I'm a happy customer. I bought my first NFT for $300, and I have team members joining. Um, I will say that if you're interested, we can connect and I can answer your questions and kind of show you what's happening with my team and things that are happening. Again, I'm sponsored by John Kinnear, and I was early on one of the first people to join. It was really exciting. I didn't fully understand everything, but now I do. And I'm learning, but more importantly, I'm earning. So this is your chance to be part of a huge transition to something that is going to be very monetarily rewarding as you take maybe this video and share it with others. I'll do the explaining. They're going to go, holy cow, we can be involved for a very small amount of money, $300 plus some fees, and get to sharing maybe a video or two and people saying, wow, yeah, I see how this is coming. I want to be a part of that too. And you can build a team, and you will learn that is very, very lucrative because MetaMoguls wants us to build a network, a group of highly savvy entrepreneurs, people that see the potential of what Mark Zuckerberg is talking about and what Apple is doing, and saying, this is an opportunity. For $300, you could start your MetaMoguls account and get an avatar and share this with others and build to be able to buy other avatars with profit from sharing your experience with others, sharing videos, being on my team, being access to me and my team and John Kinnear, the leader of all this. And it's going to be really exciting. So we're happy customers. The other point is we are building a network of people that aren't just waiting for the metaverse to happen, but we're taking forward thinking and just being smart investors with our time and energy and saying, yeah, I want to be part of Meta Moguls. And I'm going to learn and earn at the same time. Okay, so that's as simple as I can put it. And I've had success building other networks with John Kinnear. He's fabulous. He's really helpful, and being on his team is kind of a big deal. And so that's something that I'm proud of, and I want to encourage those that would like to do that. This is something that would certainly be to your advantage. So let's just cover. Let me just make sure. Oh, I do have one more thing I'm going to share. Um, there's a link in my YouTube video to a little calculator, and there are some components of the compensation plan that encourage you to share this with others, kind of in a quicker mode. Share a video, share your experience, have people say, you know what, that does make a lot of sense, and they can join, let's say, at $300 plus the little fees that go along with that. And it varies. That's why I don't have an exact number. But in this calculator, you can plug in some numbers. And I want to point out that you can't plug in the numbers now. And by the way, just plug in numbers into the red cells. And we have little NFTs. We have the select NFT or avatar. We have Premier, we have Silver, and Gold. Again, you're going to learn all about this from John Kinnear, and I have access to his presentations. But this is going to give you a little calculator. You can plug in numbers. Now, you won't be able to plug it in on my version. So, a little tip is go to right under NFT stats. That's what I call this file. And under the file menu, just come down, hopefully use a laptop and a desktop computer. So it's easy. You can just take your mouse and click on file, come down, make a copy. This will automatically transfer the spreadsheet from my account to your account on Google Drive for free. Then once you have made a copy, then you can plug in your numbers and just kind of, just see an estimate of what if you did this? What if people did the same thing that you did? They were sharing simple little videos. We were meeting on Zoom, or we were helping people understand this. They were going to the Facebook group on YouTube or the Meta channel. They were going to Apple. They're putting these elements together and going, this is a huge project. So this allows you to see, and there's a difference between the gold background. There's a component of the compensation plan called the 2x pay setter option, and then there's not the pay setter. So it's a higher commission. So in this case, if I just shared this with 3, and those 3 shared it with 3, that'd be 9, and those shared, those 9 shared it with 3, there'd be 27 people in your team. Now that's only 39 people, and that's $1,140. Okay, this is just a illustration. It's not a guarantee, of course. But over on the right, you can see 840. That would give you an indication as to if you're a little bit speedier in sharing this. And ultimately, the compensation plan is set up for a 2-week. Getting 3 members is the suggestion. You can do more, of course, but if you do 3 and you do that in 2 weeks, boom, you earn double commissions on your first and second level. Again, I'm going to let John explain this, and you can see this through any of the Zoom presentations that he does. But this will allow you to make higher commissions. Again, we're learning. We're also earning significantly. And the numbers get significantly more as you build the next avatar, the Premier. You just plug in, well, those same 3 would get that, and then they would tell the 3, and it'd be 9. It doesn't always work out perfectly, but just an illustration that when they buy their second avatar, as this explained, now you're up to $36.90. Okay, over here, $27.90. So there is a benefit to this 2x pace setter qualification. And again, I'll refer you to the main presentation. John Kinnear does a fabulous job. But I give you access to this calculator if you would like. It's just for illustration. There's no guaranteeing income or anything like that. But it's just a way for you to see the difference between the pay setter qualified bonus and not doing it. So obviously the money is great either way, but I would just giving you a calculator you can use if you'd like to see the difference yourself. So my focus today is not the details of M3TA Moguls, but really the big picture is just understanding how big and how exciting and how life-changing this will be for everyone. The whole world is going to be excited about putting on initially maybe a headset, or maybe down the road there'll be VR, VR or augmented AR, augmented reality glasses. I mean, we don't see all this quite yet. There's still a lot of development coming, but in the meantime, I'm quietly building a team. We're getting ready. We're going to have avatars. We're going to have land purchases, things like that. You can learn about that from Mark Zuckerberg, and his video really covers that. Yeah, there's going to be places where you meet and other people around the world. So it could be in homes, kind of things, or auditoriums, and those are real estate things that you can actually make money from. So I'm not going to go into that. This really is more on the initial idea of avatars, why they're needed, and how you can start with MetaMoguls for $300 plus some fees. Share this with other people that will just, they'll learn this is coming. They may already know if they're a gamer or they are into high tech, or they're already up on the metaverse. They're going to go, holy cow, this is great. My videos, other videos that we have with MetaMoguls will really help explain that. And by the way, John does a really good job explaining the power of MetaMoguls and the project and everything that you will need to know. So I'm not going to go into all those details. So if a person is interested, I'm just going to put a little banner down below, and they want to join with me, that's fine. You're going to see a little banner coming through, and it says just go to chaseswift.com/meta. And it's M3TA. They spell it a little differently. So you'll find the link down also in my description on YouTube. And I'm also broadcasting this to my Facebook group. I will do that so that I'm educating my team that's already joined with the ideas. I'm going to the YouTube channel with Mark Zuckerberg, to the Apple page to see the Apple Vision Pro and what's coming. Put two to two together and like, oh my gosh, this is a huge, huge opportunity. So I will do more videos down the road and invite you to experience the same thing with my team and be ahead of the game. Be ready for the metaverse. Be ready with an avatar or two or three or four of them. Again, you're just joining with a one-time fee. It's a brilliant, brilliant strategy. So powerful. The power of sharing this with other people through sharing a video, maybe two or three, following up with a Zoom call where I can plug in and answer questions and kind of help your prospects learn about what's going on and how this is so exciting. Share my results, share other team members' results. John Kinnear can be on a lot of these calls too. So I want to offer a lot of value and education and really help you make a smart and educated decision. So that's my goal. So I'm building a network within MetaMoguls that will be savvy and ready for the entire metaverse coming. And we're going to have great educational backup, and we're going to know a lot more about the metaverse and avatars and all these things and NFTs and all this great stuff before so many other people. And that's just going to be an advantage that is going to be very rewarding for all of you that take some action. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll do some more, and I can get into greater details if you join, and I can get you into my Facebook group. I also have a Telegram group so that we can connect and help each other grow and learn and earn. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I will certainly do more. Be sure to like and subscribe and give me a comment if you enjoyed this. Hopefully it'll be positive. And I do answer things. By the way, I do have some comments here. That's great. Yep. So I'm not going to post that because it's not very positive. So obviously there's differences in opinions, and that's the way the world is. But thanks for your time and attention, and we'll see you in the next video for sure. Have a great day. Bye for now.